Let's rip the Band-Aid off. Justin Tucker went full Deshaun Watson and has been accused of like basically doing bad stuff in massage parlors. Uh, and to the point where he's like banned from a lot of them. And there's like tweets from 2021 like of people saying stuff about this. So this has kind of been a known secret apparently, but now the reporting is out there and it sounds not good. It's not good, man. So maybe he was in his own head this year. Maybe he sucked this year because he knew this report was coming, and maybe that was playing with him a little bit. So yeah, fuck that guy. And here we are again. I don't know what else to say, man. NFL does it again.
You saying he got kicked out of massage parlors?
Well, I don't know. Well, like he's banned from massage parlors. From back, he can't go back again.
Jesus.
Oh man.
I mean, I don't want to waste another second on stuff
Right.
like this. He's a douchebag. If it's true, douchebag, get rid of him out the league, right? Move on.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a whole lot I'm excited for.
That's right. Let's talk about a little bit more exciting news. Myles Garrett requested a trade. Diamador Lenore of the 49ers has already started lobbying on Twitter and on his stories. So that's cool. I don't know how the money's going to work to make that happen, but a man can dream, right? Anybody else want to dream about Myles Garrett coming to their team?
All I have to say is,
sure.
you know, Howie, do your thing.
I just need to give my boy Pete Carroll to give him the old recruiting pitch. I don't know. I think it's going well out here.
Right. Speaking actually, Pete Carroll hired somebody, Sam.
Dude, he hired Chip Kelly.
OC. Chip Kelly.
What an amazing time though. Like my team gets screwed, Vince's team gets screwed, but Chip Kelly, he gonna come right on back and see if he can finish that job. What are the chances that our three teams are the three teams that he is on the NFL for?
So this is a lot to digest for me.
Right.
So just so everybody knows, Tyler texted me yesterday, Chip Kelly, Raider OC. Nuh-uh. And I'm Googling and I don't see anything. And I'm like, is Schefter reporting it? And then boom, he slaps me with that. ESPN. And my initial response was brilliant offensive mind. Like brilliant play caller, designer, but I know the history of Philadelphia and the 49ers. Not a very good head coach. Not a very good head coach.
Oh, the odds of him coaching in the NFL for only our three teams, it's about 1 in just under 30,000.
Insane.
Yeah,
Insane.
just the odds of that happening. Like it could have been any other team and that doesn't happen. But yeah.
That caught me off guard that, you know, all three teams, that caught me off guard. But he then goes to UCLA. He then leaves because they weren't very good, but also like, recruiting stuff changed. And he was very upset about this NIL stuff. So he takes the 1-year deal. He goes down to Ohio. They win the national championship. And if you look at the Ohio State Buckeyes, like he put that quarterback back together. He put that offense back together and they won the national championship. They finished in, I believe it was top 6 in the nation in points and top 3, I think, in yards per play. So the man can coach offense. I would say in his past, it was maybe a little bit too ahead of its time. You see the RPO, you see what Philadelphia is doing now. A lot of this stuff came from that era of football. I'm not going to credit Chip Kelly with all of it. I'm just saying from his days in Oregon to these teams, it was a fast pace. It was a quarterback who can run around. It was a quarterback who can pitch it. It was a quarterback who could throw it. It was all kinds of movement, a lot of things on offense. And he didn't lose anything when he went to Ohio. This hire makes me a lot more comfortable if the Raiders bring in a young quarterback. I have been on the record that I would not take any of these quarterbacks in the first round, and I still stand by that. However, if they were to take a Shedeur Sanders or a Cam Ward in the first round, I wouldn't take them at 6, but if somehow that's how it worked out, Chip Kelly running an offense designed around a quarterback like that, I don't know, man. I could see that offense working. Just the offense. He's not in charge of running the whole team.
Right.
And Pete Carroll is not giving him whatever you want, coach, whatever you want, Chip. Like, not like there's going to be some control. There's going to be some restraints. There's going to, Pete Carroll is the boss. So I actually really like the hire. You stabilize the defense by retaining Patrick Graham. That was a huge move. You keep Rob Leonard, the defensive line coach, who among coaching circles is going to be a name to keep an eye on as a future defensive coordinator. The Raiders denied permission from other teams from interviewing him. You also bring Washington's offensive coordinator out of college, Pete Carroll's son, who put together a pretty decent offense in Washington. I like what they're doing with the coaches. I like that they're doing exactly what Pete Carroll said he was going to do. He was going to retain some guys. He was going to bring in guys that he's worked with in the past, and he's going to bring in guys that he hasn't worked with, and he's going to build this program. I'm a believer. I like the hires. They're not winning the offseason, but they're definitely not losing. You can't win the Super Bowl in the offseason, but you can lose it. And I don't think they're losing right now. Where in the years past, it kind of feels like, even though we were on board with AP, it's
like you in the past you would step on your balls trying to leave the blocks at the starting line or whatever. Yeah, but
it doesn't feel like that right now. It feels like there's a plan, there's a vision, there's a track. I like it.
I just like to think that it's just the old NFC trying to team up like the Avengers to go after Harbaugh again.
Dude, it's in my notes. It's in my notes. I just didn't even get to it. I wanted to let you guys speak a little bit. I've been hogging it all already.
No, go for it. Yeah.
Dude, Chip Kelly was the coach of the Oregon Ducks. Pete Carroll at USC and Jim Harbaugh at Stanford. That was must-watch. Every one of those games back in the day was must-watch college football. And that was when the Pac-12, Pac-10 was a thing. That's no longer a thing. It's only the two. We might get it back. I don't know. It's still undecided. But the excitement of Pete Carroll going up against Jim Harbaugh was exciting enough. Then you throw in Chip Kelly as the offensive coordinator. It's just insane. And then you throw in Andy Reid is going for his third straight Super Bowl. And then you got Sean Payton, who's also a Super Bowl winner. All three teams, other than the Raiders, have made the playoffs. Jim Harbaugh's the only one without a Super Bowl. Well, I guess Andy Reid didn't win a national championship, but the coaches to do it twice. It's just the AFC West is the Wild Wild West, dude. With the head coaches, with what's going on, the teams in the Super Bowl, they all made the playoffs. The Raiders are rebuilding. They got Tom Brady. It's bonkers. It is bonkers.
Well, I think the only saving grace with Chip Kelly being there with your team is that he is your OC and not your head coach. So
thank God.
I mean, they'll obviously be in the market for a wide receiver. How about Cooper Kupp? He's available. He's on the block now as of today.
Dude, if McMillan falls to 6, I've been going back and studying my college football. Dude, if McMillan is there at 6, I'm done. That's it. I'm taking him.
Right on.
I'm taking McMillan. That dude.
You had a Did you have a quarterback in your second round that you were looking at? I think you had texted.
I was texting you guys. I would think Jackson Dart in the second round would be
okay.
Would be a target. And if you got McMillan and then you get Jackson Dart in the second round, I'm like, you know what? I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work out, but I like the odds.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, there's his hype is getting more and more. Just so everyone knows, Jackson Dart is a quarterback out of Ole Miss, baby. So no, man, he's showing to be a little bit more in his pro days here to be a little bit more accurate than people thought. Of course, always decision making is something to be questioned, and that was one of his biggest question marks, and still kind of is. So, but hey, I'm not mad at that pick at all. I really am not.
Okay. No, I really like the hire for just the offensive coordinator. I would be not feeling this. I would not feel very excited if, God forbid, something happened to Pete Carroll, then Chip Kelly was the head coach. I would not be very excited. I think I would be more excited for Patrick Graham to get the promotion to head coach. Yeah, so I'm not on the train of Kelly as the successor in 3 years or what. However that scenario plays out, I'm not in that camp. In the camp of put together an offense for me, I'm good with that camp. It was that I thought it was Darrell Bevell, guys. I thought it was going to be Darrell Bevell. I was writing a script for the new Raider video, and I was getting ready to talk to Tim about it. And then you guys start texting me about Chip Kelly. I thought it was going to be
that script
Bevell.
in the trash, baby.
I thought it was going to be Darrell Bevell, dude. And I'm going back. I'm looking at my script. Yeah, there was some major convincing of myself that it was going to work out. So I think with Darrell Bevell, where I was at with the Darrell Bevell hire was I had zero excitement. I was like, oh, cool. And then I had to go and look at the stats. And they did put together some offenses that were really good, but they also had like an amazing defense, like an all-time great defense that was creating a lot of turnovers, a lot of 3 and outs for opposition. So like the Seahawk offense, even though they were led by Russell Wilson and his record over 10 years is amazing. His numbers over that 10-year span is amazing with Seattle, but it still did not. Oh crap, we got Darrell Bevell. I'm super juiced. I was not excited for Darrell Bevell.
All right. I think it's time to move on, and let's just start
I got another baby.
Put it on another one. We got to move on. Time is ticking. All right, so it's time to make some picks. So we're gonna start off with the Super Bowl picks, and obviously I've already plugged it in. Tyler's picking the Eagles. He would not pick anything else. As far as our game is concerned, Sam, it's up to you. Are you going to go with Tyler and the Eagles, or are you going to pick the Chiefs?
No, I'm taking the Eagles.
Yeah, okay. So Sam is picking the Eagles. All right, let me be absolutely clear when I say this. I want the Eagles to win. I think that the Eagles should win. But for our silly little fucking game where I can score some points, I'm going to pick the Chiefs. And when that doesn't happen, you'll see when we go to pick our actual Super Bowl prop bets, I'm going to pick against that. But I just want to sit for the record. Okay. I'm just trying to steal some points here then. Okay. That's it. And if the Chiefs do happen to make all of our nightmares come true and actually win, I win the game. Okay, that's what it comes down to.
And Roger Goodell win the game.
Anyway, so as for our we have some prop bets too. Tyler, you sent over a nice little sheet with everything on here, and so we're gonna roll with that basically.
Nice.
And so we're just gonna start right from the top. So the national anthem, you have an over under of 1:26. Yep. Sam, Tyler, are you going over or under?
With John Baptiste, I'm gonna go over.
Okay. I also went over actually.
You know what? I'll go the other way just to go the other way.
Keep it interesting. Okay. So player coach crying during the national anthem. I'm saying yes.
It's going to be Chris Jones or it's going to be Nick Sirianni. One of the two is crying. So yes.
Yeah. Yeah. That's who I had circled, like lightweight. Coin toss. Is it going to be heads or tails?
Tails.
All right.
Yeah, I'm vibing heads.
I put heads too. Okay. All right. So the first commercial act after kickoff, the ones you had listed were insurance, car or truck, alcohol, beer, soda. Yeah, the car or truck is not insurance related. Yes. Political. Or none of these. I'm actually choosing none because I think it's going to be a snack, like a chip or something like that.
Okay.
All right. How about you guys? Insurance, car, truck, alcohol, beer, soda, political, or none?
This year I put political propaganda on here, and
right.
God, man, I'm gonna be so mad at myself if this is right. I'm gonna go with political propaganda.
Okay.
Insurance.
You're gonna go insurance, Sam?
Yeah, they spend a lot of money.
All right, they always do. They're not spending it on reimbursing people. Anyway. All right, so which team will score first? I put the Eagles. Anybody else gonna?
I'm gonna say Chiefs only because Eagles have been notoriously all season long not really a great at scoring in the first quarter. I think we've only done it like maybe 3 or 4 times this season, out to the exception of both the playoff games that we've scored. But
Drew Thomas in the chat says, "Boo, the Eagles suck." Welcome to the chat, Drew. It's been a while, man. How's it going? All right. So Sam, I didn't get you. Which team scoring?
Which
first?
team will score in the first quarter?
Which team will score first? Period.
I'll say the Chiefs.
Okay. All right. So will the kicker hit an upright or crossbar? I said no on this one.
Yeah, our kicker's just missing them flat out. So I'm going to say no.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to say no just because of the odds, right? Like it's
right. Yeah. It's
kind of
Watch it. It hits off the crossbar and in for for the first score of the game. And then
we get a double doink.
All fucked off. Yeah. Fucking off. All right. So the next one you have is, will Kendrick Lamar's first song be Humble? I said yes.
I thought so. And then I thought it might be Not Like Us. So I'm going to go with no.
I think that's going to be second. But okay. All right. So you're going to go no on that one. Sam.
Also, he clean sweep last night. So
yeah,
it's going to be Not Like Us for the whole show. He's just going to start over.
It's just going to put it on a loop. Yeah.
He's just going to go like 4 or 5 times.
Okay. All right. Okay.
He did that at a concert.
Yeah.
So will there be an additional guest besides SZA?
Yes.
Yes.
I have that as well. I think so. I think maybe Taylor comes down and they do like a Bad Blood, like 1 minute remix or something like that. It could be anything like that. I don't know for sure. How many songs will Kendrick and SZA sing combined? Over under is 8. I'm picking the under on that. I think
I'm taking the under.
I think it's gonna be more like 6.
Yeah, I think last year that this is like the average, right? That I found out. So I think last year Usher, we thought it was going to go way over, and it didn't. So I'm going to take the under as well.
Okay. All right. So the Gatorade shower color, the colors that you have are red, blue, purple, clear, yellow, orange, green, or none. I chose clear because I think it's actually going to be water that gets dumped. I'm going boring there. Okay. What color is the Gatorade?
I'm gonna go
the yellow.
Sam's going yellow. Going full Coldplay.
I'm just trying to think, like when they splashed Sirianni last week. Not that that's gonna make that anything. I think it was yellow. So, but I think for just like juju's sakes, I'm gonna go with green.
Okay. All right, so who is the MVP going to thank first? You put teammates, coach, family, God, owner, or none of the above. So I'm choosing God. That's who I'm picking. That's who I think they're going to thank first.
I'm right there with you. It's always God.
Yeah.
You got to thank God.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, me personally, I'm more of the thanking Satan type, but that's another story entirely. All right. So, which Disney park will the winner say they're going to? It's either Disney World or Disneyland. I'm choosing Disney World.
Yeah, by proximity, Disney World. But the Rams did win, and they weren't near Disneyland, but they still said Disneyland. So, not that the Philadelphia is going to go to Disneyland, but you see what I did there?
But the saying is Disneyland.
It's been World more often than you'd think.
I can honestly say I don't even remember hearing Disney World.
Okay.
I'm going Disneyland.
So you're going land. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So the final score. So I have Philadelphia 37, Kansas City 32 with a very nice 69 point total. Sam, what do you think the final score is going to be?
I think it's going to be like 30, 33, 36, something like that. Eagles.
Okay, this is a tiebreaker, so I need something specific from you, bud.
What What was the over under you asked?
No, it's just the final score. This is a tiebreaker. And I'm setting like so I'm adding up the point total as well.
Oh, okay. That's what you're saying now.
Yeah, you get what I'm doing here.
Just take the two scores and then combine.
Yeah, exactly.
Them.
I'll do the math. I just want to know what you think the final score is going to be.
To both scores added up.
Yeah.
No. Just tell me what you think the final score will be, and then I'll just do the math on the other side of it.
33-36.
36-33. Eagles win. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's also a very nice 69 point total.
Your dad says 42-35 Eagles in overtime.
Ooh. Oh. That wasn't one of my prop bets, but I considered putting it on this year. Will the game go overtime? The reason why I didn't is because I didn't want my heart to go through that.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So what do you think the final score is going to be?
Okay, so it's going to be 52 total, and I think the final score is going to be 28-24 Eagles.
24. So 52 total. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you're going a lot lower scoring than we are. Okay. That's cool. So there we are. There are the props. I'm setting them. I'm saving it. I'm locking it in.